We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it comes your way next. Patrick Corbin is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Toronto. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope,
and that misses for ball 1. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty B. Hey, D-Ro, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
Yeah, and just a malaise has kind of come over this clubhouse. We had a chance, like he said, to walk through it a little bit. The boys are not jumping around. This is a big game today.
Two 2-0 count and the pitch.
Hey! 2 balls, 1 strike, the count. Yeah! 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Heading out toward shallow right. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
In now, Luis Robert. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Ro, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Grounded back up the middle. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Batting first, the left fielder, Eloy Jimenez.
Up next for Chicago, Eloy Jimenez. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey! 0-1.
The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. White Sox 0. Blue Jays coming to bat. It's Major League Baseball on the Show. Chris Archer is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's been pretty good his last 3 starts. A whip under 1.20, so he minimizes the amount of base runners. He's a tough customer. It'll be fun to watch him to see if he's on point early in this one here today.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Biggio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in, jam, sandwich.
In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late, had no chance to put that ball in play.
Junior.
Acuna digs in now. As he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and in fact dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has definitely been struggling recently, and then you get a look up right now and you're going to face the ace. Somebody has to step up for this team. I'll tell you what, if they're able to score a few early runs off him and put him on the defensive, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team.
Head-to-head against Chris Archer, he's gone 2 for 8. He also has 1 home run. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Full count now. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Here's Miguel Sano. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch outside, the throw, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Acuna takes his lead at third with 1 away. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
Big swing by Sano and a ball sent to deep left field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And the runs across to score, and the Jays will take an early 1-0 lead.
Got his job done there and made it look pretty simple. Got it into the outfield to bring home the first run of the game and pick up the RBI.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. In is Jorge Soler.
Leading off for the White Sox, the right fielder, number 12, Jorge Soler.
First offering on its way.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Fastball called for strike 2. Soler, playing here in his age 29 season, has played well this season, and he's received a good amount of support in all-star balloting as a result. He's 3rd among right fielders coming into today, so we'll wait and see if he ends up getting an invite to the festivities.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
And here's the switch-hitting catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Enters play here at 279. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Now the pitch. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
At the plate, Austin Romine, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
The windup and the 0-1.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
1-2 to the White Sox catcher.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in, Nicholas Castellanos. He certainly had it working for him at the plate this season. The average is up over 350 entering play. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. Archer has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it. Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitchers' pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
The 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Stepping in for the Jays, Lourdes Gurriel. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Batting 7th, the designated hitter, Yoenis Cespedes.
So here's Yoenis Cespedes, and he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Outside, that's the ball.
Runners on first with 1 down. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Has a look, now the pitch. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, I love the mindset of this pitcher right here. Try and dominate and execute a fastball in, and then get the guy sitting inside trying to be quick to everything, and then pull the string a little bit on a nasty changeup.
And it's a full count, 3-2 to the Blue Jays DH.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. And up steps Salvador Perez. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out of play. A runner on first with 2 away. Salvador Perez behind in the count, 0-2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Archer comes set, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Robert will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Blue Jays held in check. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Digging in, Colton Welker. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Grounded up the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Here it comes. Now a swing and a fly ball. And no one will track it down. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that fastball's taken but catches the outer third.
Well-located fastball right there. If he can continue to do that, he'll pitch deep into this one.
Hit weakly back to the mound. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Now batting, Nick Madrigal, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And that one got a piece of him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up the former top prospect as a minor leaguer, Yoan Moncada. First offering on its way. Hit the other way out toward right field. Gurriel is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A man left for the White Sox. It remains 1-0. So stepping in, Bo Bichette as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Not shortstop. Bo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he misses. 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
Into the box now, Kevin Biggio. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Throw over to first, and the runner back. Nobody out, runner on first. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two and 0 count. Here it comes. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
From the belt, the pitch. 3-1.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
A runner at first with no outs here. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Has a look, now the pitch. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. None out, runners at first and second. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Comes set. Now the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He hit a sac fly earlier. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1.
Inside ball 3.
Not a good spot to be in right now. Pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. In his career, Guerrero comes into play with a slugging percentage over .490, just shy of .500. So he's looking to inch closer to that nice plateau right here. Ready with the 0-1. Cold strike on the outside part of the plate, 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
The 1-2.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 2-2. Ground ball left side. The tag gets 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Luis Robert, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Center fielder, Luis Robert.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now here's a slider that can't quite get back to the outside corner. It's ball 1. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And gone up into the second deck. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year, as the White Sox have come back to tie it at 1.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Stepping in now, Eloy Jimenez. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. 1-1.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Now the pitch. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Eloy Jimenez. Home run number 9 on the year as the White Sox move ahead 2-1.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
So now to the plate, Jorge Soler, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And here's a fastball inside as the count moves to 2-0 now. Skied into straightaway right. Gurriel moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. All right, so time now for the Blue Jays Road to the Show report as we see a couple of prospects performing at high levels in the upper minors. At the plate now, Yasmani Grandal. As he'll take a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
Count is 1-2 now. Ball 2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The count is full, 3-2 to the White Sox DH. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. Now to the plate, Austin Romine, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. The pitch.
Hey! 0-1.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the White Sox 2 and the Blue Jays 1. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. Nick Castellanos at the plate now. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Here it comes. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Castellanos takes his swings from the right-handed batter's box, but he's one of those rare hitters that actually thrives facing same-handed pitching. One of the very best in the game, as a matter of fact, in that type of matchup.
Yeah, Matty, he does not leak with that front side. He keeps that shoulder tucked, stays inside the baseball, and it gives him every opportunity to hammer the fastball and stay on that breaking stuff.
Swinging a soft liner, and this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning. So striding forward now, Lourdes Gurriel. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Cespedes, commonly known as La Potencia around baseball. He's currently in the first year of a new 2-year contract.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3-year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Archer steps into his windup. Here's the 0-2.
Ball, that's out.
And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Hit down the third baseline, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. He'll try it again, 3-2.
You can visibly see the body language of this guy on the mound is completely changed during this at bat. 6 foul balls has to be completely frustrating him that he can't put him away.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-1. Ready now for the White Sox, Colton Welker. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Colton Welker.
Now the pitch. Weak grounder down the line at third. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Welker hits a little over the 270 mark. Now the 0-1. This is skied into short left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Andrelton Simmons. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. To short. Bichette gathers it in. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning. Digging in to try it again, Nick Madrigal. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, you're not lying. Last time up, squared right in the back. Hopefully it doesn't stiffen up. I want to see if he can get through something right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Swing and a liner. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They can put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
So here's Yoan Moncada as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's low.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him.
Now the 2-0. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Wow, how quickly things can turn around in this game. He gets the first 2 outs of the inning, and he looks like he's on cruise control, thinking that he'll get out of the inning without even breaking a sweat. But then a single and a double, and now he's stuck with runners on second and third.
In now, Luis Robert, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Here's the 0-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Acuña's there for it. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. White Sox leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have that. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Now here it comes.
0-1.
Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. Now the 2-0.
Oh, that's good.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
3-1. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Blue Jays have rallied back to tie it at 2.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
Into the box, Bo Bichette. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Bases are empty here, nobody out. This is on the ground over to first. Scooped up, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 8.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Kevin Biggio. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch coming. Here it is. And it's fouled away.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Another one sent foul. The bouncer to the left side. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Ready for another shot now. Ronald Acuña comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. The pitch. This one's down to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Jays are able to tie things up thanks to the solo home run. Through 5 innings, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Eloy Jimenez. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
2 balls and no strikes to the White Sox left fielder.
Boy, that's a nasty breaking ball right there. Backdoor slider, just missed the corner. As they say, that's a Hall of Fame pitch.
3-0 to him now. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. 3 balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
Ready once again, Jorge Soler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1. 2-2 is our score. Leadoff man aboard at first here with nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Gurriel will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And up next, the switch hitting catcher Yasmani Grandal. From the stretch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
Standing in now, Austin Romine, as he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. At the plate, Colton Welker. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
No, that's more.
The 1-0. Swing and a liner. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. The White Sox strand a couple. Home half of the sixth inning coming up, deadlocked at 2 apiece. Alex Wood enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the sixth.
Now pitching for Chicago, number 57, Alex Wood.
Next to bat for Toronto, Miguel Sano. It was a walk in his last trip.
First baseman, Miguel Sano.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Oh, that's sniffed out.
The 1-0 home. And this is popped foul off to the right and back into the seats. Yanked on the ground down the line. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So here's the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He was a double play victim last time around.
He doesn't have to worry about that in this situation, Matty. No one on base right now. Try and get something up so you can drive the baseball.
No balls and 1 strike. A high fastball is in there.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. 1 out, nobody on. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Definitely tried to elevate the heater right there with 2 strikes, but caught way too much of the plate. Nice execution by the hitter.
So striding in, Nicholas Castellanos. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Runner at first here with 1 away in a 2-2 ball game. (2-0) to the Jays left fielder.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count, and the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Runners on the move for second. He swings and misses. Throw down. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. And this is popped up near second base. Madrigal is there. 2 down. Ready now, Lourdes Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Wood sets. Here's the first pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he misses again. 2-0.
Boy, this is one of those tricky spots for a pitcher, right? You have an open base, but you have a guy on deck that can do a lot of damage. Not a good spot to be in if you're a pitcher right now.
Too high, and it's 3-0. 3 balls, no strikes. And that's low, ball 4.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
Ready with the 0-1. Rounded down the third baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Ready on 0-2.
Don't let that fly.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The set and the 1-2. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run, and he brings it down to end the inning as the go-ahead run is left stranded. Blue Jays leave a pair. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. 7th inning ready to roll. So now to the plate will be Andrelton Simmons. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. One and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
And a half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Bichette's got it. Throw will be well laid as he reaches it first.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Acuña's there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And this throw gets away from him. But it's backed up well, so luckily there will be no advance.
The center fielder.
Settling in now, Luis Robert. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First delivery to him on the way.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
3-0 pitch.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
The 3-1. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Aaron Sanchez trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Aaron Sanchez.
Eloy Jimenez will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. High and deep to right center. Gurriel will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. White Sox strand a couple. Score remains 2-2. Raisel Iglesias gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Last half of the 7th here, digging in and looking for more. Salvador Perez is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. Iglesias, a former Cincinnati Red, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
Into the box now, Bo Bichette. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. And he lays off for ball 1. And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-1 home. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, second baseman.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Kevin Biggio. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now the pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Check swing and a quick appeal down to third, but Darryl Parker says he did not go around. It's ball 1. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Now at the plate, Jorge Soler. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sanchez has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and has an ERA just under 4, a respectable number that he'd like to improve upon in this one. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Yasmani Grandal. Last time through was a base hit. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, you got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
The windup and the 0-1. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Austin Romine. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Now here's the pitch. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2. 2-2 the count.
Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. 2-2 the pitch. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count. 3-2.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
And he lays off. Ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base
Now
here.
batting. The first baseman, Colton.
Standing in, Colton Welker. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
Hard hit ball to second, right to him. And as it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Into the box now, Ronald Acuna. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss for strike one. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You never want to take the aggression away from a ball player, but in this situation, I'd like to see the leadoff guy try and work the count a little bit more, especially when his pitcher's missing like he is.
The 1-2. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now it'll kick around in the corner. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
When it left his bat, I thought it might curve foul, but he manages to squeak it just inside the right field line for a well-hit line drive double. By the time the right fielder tracked it down, he was easily into second.
Stepping into the box, Miguel Sano. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. First delivery to him on the way.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with nobody out. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. And the go-ahead run will score from second as they've taken the lead here in the late going.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one that makes you feel really good about yourself.
So now to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Nobody out, runner on first. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Soft liner towards short, but this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
Striding into the box, Nicholas Castellanos. He's 0 for 2 with a walk thus far. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled away. Again a 1-2. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
And this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Now the 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
To the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 delivery. And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Welker is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. We've played 8 full. Toronto leads this one 3-2. Ken Giles comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He'll lead things off against Giles as they're down to their final 3 outs in this ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Fly ball out toward left center field. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you can see there, he's currently in 5th place in that department in the AL race. Striding in, Nick Madrigal. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Here's the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Oh, this one bounces off the pitcher. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the 2nd out at first. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
0-1.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Two and 1 count to the Pale Hose leadoff hitter. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. The White Sox down to their last strike. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Coming to the plate now, Luis Robert. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set and the pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Grounded softly down the line toward first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. The Toronto Blue Jays came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Aaron Sanchez gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Ken Giles hammers down the save, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Fans, our final line score tonight.